So the way it wants us to install them, of course, it's going to be from the bottom. We're going to use this longer one on the bottom. Let me show you guys. Right about here. And then the shorter one, of course, is going to go up top towards the servo. Okay? So let's go ahead and install that here real quick. You have the 22mm button head. You have your lock nut. And then you have one 10mm. And it seems like that one is going to go on the right side. Okay, so let's go ahead and install one side first. Some blue Loctite, like everything else in this build. Okay, and we're going underneath, like I said. Okay, and this one we can tighten it down. Then this one's going to go up top, so we need to install this one here. Let me put some Loctite on this one. Okay, let's go ahead and run that one all the way. That way we could just turn it around and install that shorter rod. So now we can go ahead and install the shorter rod right here. We can just insert it and then use that that lockout. .5. That makes everything pretty tight. Let me go ahead and show you guys. All you have to do is connect that linkage right there with that servo horn, and you should have steering. So let's go move on to step 35. So I went ahead and installed the transmission servo. Okay, I used that Traxxas 2075 because of the speed. It's going to be quicker to shift back and forth. Now when you install this, let me show you here. You want to have that orientation of the servo horn towards the rear. Okay, of course this is going to go close here. You have enough lead. But that orientation, you want to go to the rear. Again, you want to, if your servo has any type of ledges around this, you want to trim it, because then it's going to offset your servo and it's going to not shift properly. So you want to trim it off so that way it's flush. You guys can see here it's pretty flush. Okay, so now we have to build the linkage for the transmission to shift. So let's go ahead and start that. So for the servo, of course I installed the servo horn. You could install whichever servo horn you're pleased with, but I went ahead and installed this one. And to make that linkage, the instructions state that you need 2 of these rod ends, and then you're going to need the 20mm threaded set screw. Let me see. It's not focusing. There we go. That little tiny set screw. Okay, so you're going to grab your 1.5mm hex. Okay, if it wants to go in there, there we go. And you're going to thread one side. Okay, so it wants you to go about 33mm long. Okay, if we convert that to inches, it's about 1.3 inches. So that's how long it wants this this link to be. So once it's all and done, you're pretty much just going to install it on your servo, and then to this little horn right here with another 10mm screw. So let's go ahead and install that one. Thread lock it. Okay. Let me show you guys. Okay, so then the orientation that you want to set this is, one is laying flat, the other one's laying like horizontal. So horizontal and then vertical. So install one there. Let me show you guys. And then the other, you'd place it on your servo horn. But I'm not going to place it yet because we have to fine tune all these servos and center them. That way they're good to go. So let's go ahead and just leave that out there. And we'll go on to step 38. So there you have it, guys. This completes part 1 through 39 of your TrailFinder 2 10 scale 4x4 truck kit from RC4WD Drive. This completes every single instructions 1 through 39. Okay, of course we haven't finished 39 because I still have to customize the bumper. Remember, I told you guys that I kind of accidentally picked up the wrong one, but I found a solution using the stock bumper. Okay, those little mounts right there are going to work perfectly, and I just have to bolt right into them, and I'll have this tough armor bumper on the front. You guys can see the tough armor bumper on the rear works perfect, but I just have to trim this down and get it to fit. The holes will fit perfect because it's the stock bumper, and this entire mount, all I'm doing is trimming here, 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 and here, and this entire mount is going to be used for that tough armor bumper. It's going to be a little heavy, but I think it's going to be sturdy enough to fit on there. So let's throw that to the side. Pretty much covered everything: shocks, axles, plate, battery plate, servos, the motor. You guys remember I was saying and talking about the spur gear, and I really didn't realize that the kit itself included a spur gear, a pinion. So in your kit you'll have that 32 pitch pinion, but I'll go ahead and use it for something else, so that worked out good. But yeah, this is so far what you're looking at. Drive shafts, you guys can see everything right there, all the way to the tough armor bumper and the small hitch, linkages, steering. So remember, guys, comment, rate, and subscribe. On part 2, we're going to make a series on building the body itself. So we're going to build the body, we're going to build the wheels, and I've chosen a set of wheels that are aluminum, pretty good wheels. Hope you guys enjoyed so far this build.